then even if you have one Christian believer in every city of the world, why do you require the hospital, the primary health center? Why do you require research center for curing of AIDS and curing of cancer? If a Christian believer is really a believer, he places the hand on the sick will get cured. So why do the Christian, as these healers, why do the Christian missionaries spend so much money, millions of dollars in all these hospitals? Even the Christian missionaries running the hospitals, even they are Christian believers. So if you can really heal, then why do you require these hospitals? Why do you require research centers where they're spending billions of dollars in research, cure of AIDS, cure of cancer? It is nothing but a gimmick, it's a hogwash, trying to deceive the people. It is, as the Quran says, Huwa Shafi. It is Allah who cures. It is Allah who cures. And we should have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hope that answers the question.
Has found that in the Quran there is an interlocking system based on the figure 19, on the number 19. What is the significance of this?
The brother asked the question that Rashad Khalifa has made an interlocking system on 19, and this is which has promoted based on the Quranic verse of Surah Muzammil chapter 74 verse number 30 that over it are 19. And Uncle Didat, unfortunately, he took this material and he wrote a book also, the Quran, the Ultimate Miracle, which now has been taken off. And Uncle Didat, after people told him, he realized his mistake, and then he challenged Rashad Khalifa. The system is wrong. Come for a debate. He didn't come forward. This system, what he says, that how many times Bismillah is there in the Quran? 114 times. Divide by 19, you get the answer 6. How many times Allah is mentioned? Some 2,300 odd times. Divide by 19, you get a figure. And everything he started showing, this is divide by 19, you get a correct figure. And you buy his Quran, also $57. Divide by 19, you get 3. So everything is based on 19. He says his name is also mentioned 19 times. Now if you analyze, it is logical that if you count from 1 to 100, at least 5 times you will get 19 and something divisible by 19. 19, 38, 57. So minimum 5%, anything you pick up, on an average, the theory of probability says 5% of the things you will have 19. Right or wrong? So he's picked up those 5% things on average, and blown it up out of proportion. How many gods are there? 19 gods. How many gods are there? Only one God is there. So like that, if you want to attack him, you can attack him 20 times more. The things which are not 19. The last and final messenger, how many? 1. So in this way, if you analyze, he just played on psychology. It is Baha'i philosophy also to try and get digits out of it and try and prove it, like how the Christians have done, divisible by 7 and divisible by this and that. It keeps on coming. It came unfortunately even in Islam by Rashad Khalifa. He is not at all a Muslim, and somebody in the year 1990, I believe, in January 30th, somebody went and shot him, killed. So it is not at all a truth theory. It is just a big hoax. And there are books written by, if you read the book by Dr. Bilal Phillips, 19 hoax for history. Now, when we have found out false that what he said was not right, it's not divisible by 19. There are certain equations, he has made mistakes. Where he wants, he counts the letter double time, sometimes he counts it 1 time. When a mistake was found, instead of saying his theory is wrong, the Khazab, he said that the Quran is wrong. Na'uz And he says there are 2 false verses in the Quran, the last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah. There are these sick people, different parts of the world, even in Bombay, and they are there on the internet now. They are there on the internet. And believe me, wallah, if you are not well versed with Islam, you will get caught. They pose 19 questions against the Quran, and the ulmas put together, most of them they cannot answer. They pose questions against the Hadith. When I go to Saudi Arabia, the sheikhs means a big businessman, well versed, they say, oh, this is a very good site, such a logical site. I read a couple of lines. This site belongs to Rashad Khalifa. He said, no. What logical? I said, brother, go back and see again. It is the submitters. They call themselves submitters. Muslim means one who submits. So the site is submitters. Submitters.com, you'll get there. They are catching fish. So unless you're, even those who are well versed with Islam, they play in such an intelligent manner that they trap you. Therefore we have to be careful of such people. And Uncle Didat rightly afterwards took away the book and produced a better book, Al-Quran, the ultimate, and Al-Quran, the miracle of miracles. And then he challenged Rashad Khalifa when he was alive. Rashad Khalifa naturally couldn't face the truth. He didn't come forward for the debate, and that's how Shaykh Didat retrieved his book. But unfortunately, there are some Muslim publishers who have published it. After we tell them it is wrong, oh, we have already spent so many thousand rands. How can we take it back? It's a pity. That may Allah give these people hidayah. Hope that answers the question. Yes, sister, most welcome.
I'm sorry.
Let's have alternately.
Can I give the lady the chance?
Yes, sister, most welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
With regard to the women's issues, on the issue of treatment of women, we know that Islam says that women should be treated with great kindness. And often the argument is used that if Islam says that, why does the Qur'an even mention the word beating? Even if it says beat lightly, beat heavily, but the word beating has very negative connotations. Why does Islam not say don't beat? Why does he say beat lightly? What is your response to that?
The sister asked the question that the forces against Islam, they use that though Islam gives equal right to men and women, why does it say that you can beat her? She's referring to the verse of the Quran from Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 35. It does say that, if you don't get along, if she doesn't obey you, you don't share, you can scold her directly, don't share the bed. And then beat, the word, Arabic word used there is daraba, which means beat lightly. Why does it use? And if you go to the Hadith, it says the Prophet has given various criteria. That if you beat, like example, like miswak, like a toothbrush, or what I say, hanky, beat lightly. Not to beat on the face, there should not be mark left, etc. Various criteria. The reason, sister, is because I consider it to be a symbolic beating. I consider it to be a symbolic beating. Symbolic means so that they know this is the final thing, a final warning. Because Quran says that before any problem takes place between husband and wife, not just divorce, talaq, it says put an arbiter between. First, try and tell your wife directly. Then you may try, then put an arbiter. There are ways. So this is the final warning. This is a symbolic warning. Should not leave any mark on the body, should not beat the face, should be lightly. All these are given. It's a symbolic warning. Again, if you read the previous verse, Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 34, which says, Ar-rijalu qawwamun al-nisa, that the men are the supporters of the women, meaning that they are supposed to protect them, because Allah has given them more strength than the women. And based on this, since Allah has given physical strength more to the man, if he has to use certain things to warn them, it has to be physical strength. Women hasn't mean more physical strength on a normal level, on an average level as compared to the man. Based on this, I feel that if the man has to give an ultimatum, I feel that doesn't mean that women are degraded or they aren't getting equal rights, etc. The same way, if I can argue with someone that how is Islam given 3 times more companionship to the mother? I earn the money, I spoil, and we go and earn so much, and we look after them, we give them money, and just 9 months they're bearing and they get so much. It is based on reason and logic. That the 9 months that the mother bears, the child in the womb, is more than all the wealth put together that you can give. Similarly here, if you have to give a warning to the wife, the symbolic can be because a man has got more physical strength, therefore it is used as a symbolic gesture. Hope that answers the question, sister. Questions from gents and 2 from ladies. Inshallah, 2 from gents and 2 from ladies.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'll make it as brief as possible, Doctor. There's a common fault with our speakers, our alim, and our learned people who appear on TV and radio. Correctly, they start off with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Now, you must take one very major, important lesson from this, that you're speaking to a non-Muslim crowd, basically, and they correctly say Allah, but the correct word is Allah.